Taekwondo legends. It's the K-Man here. Welcome to TKD Performance Tips, and we're here in London at Buckingham Palace. You're watching the changing of the guard, and today's tip for you is to have a look at your guard when you're sparring and fighting. Now there's many ways to develop a guard. It's not whether it's a right guard or wrong guard, but the question is it right for you? Now, many fighters have different guards. You have Mike Tyson in boxing, he has this, he just walks straight through things. You have Ali, tends to move around. You have other fighters like Tommy Hearns has a hand down, this hand up. But they all work for them because it suited their fighting style and suited their physique. You know, Tyson short and nuggety inside fighting, Ali out, no guard, but he just used his body movement as a guard. Tommy Hearns had that long jab, so he was in like so. So what you have to do is develop a guard that's going to suit you, that's going to minimise the chances of you getting hit. Now there's many types of guards. You can have one where it's slightly more front on. I always suggest if you're going to be more front on, about 45 degrees, make sure this elbow's in to protect against any low kicks. This hand up for any round punches or turning kicks or reverse turning kicks. This hand up ready to attack. This elbow in to protect the ribs. Now you can bring this hand down against a side kick if someone's got a really good front side kick, but if they haven't got such a good front side kick, you may bring this hand out ready to counter attack. So that's one of my favourite positions if I really want to rumble in the jungle, because it's nice and tight and you can just get in the inside and drive. If you're on the outside, you may want to take more of a Taekwondo style guard, or you're more side on. If you're really good at the side kick, you're side on, so you can bring your front foot up to kick, and that way you're minimising the target for your opponent to hit. So when you side on, there's hardly any targets in the hits. You have this hand down here, and you may bring this out here just to disturb them from throwing punches and kicks. This top hand always has to be up. So now this is more on the side on guard, more of a Taekwondo, so you can do kicks, you can do jabs, but you don't have the mobility to really drive with this hand. So I like to use a combination. If I'm on the outside, I tend to more be on the side position, you know, with the heel facing the opponent, moving sideways, lateral. But if I sort of get on the inside, I tend to open myself up and come into more this style. But there's many ways to do a guard. You've got to work out what suits you, and which is the guard where you get hit the least. Because I was taught by one of the great all-time boxers, Bernard Hopkins, who won the World Championship at age 48, and his rule was the first rule of boxing. And I would say in fighting, first rule is don't get hit. And the best way not to get hit is to have good body movement and have a great guard. No, you can be great at attack, but if you haven't got a good guard, you tend to probably lose the fight because they'll be able to hit you more than you can hit them. So like changing the guard, you may need to change your guard to suit your physique, suit the way you like to fight, and sometimes to suit your opponent and how they fight. So you have to be fairly adaptable in all types of guards, because one way won't always defeat everybody. So you may need to be a bit more flexible in your Taekwondo. So go and play with that. Think of, if I get hit, how can I guard against that hit? Best way to learn is from mistakes, do lots of sparring, and it will soon teach you where you're getting hit and what you need to do to minimise the chances of getting hit, so you can do the hitting, so you can do the scoring, so you can do the winning. Remember, live life with no regrets, put in 100% and nothing at all. Taekwondo from London, Buckingham Palace.